We got to get this man to his Justin Bieber concert. Yeah.
It's a good concert.
Where's he playing?
SoFi Stadium.
Oh, shit. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him and Chance the Rapper.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I like their song together, too.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. And I'm sure you got, like, the hookup. You'll be in
My
a
dude,
good
one of my
spot.
partners.
Yeah.
Man, it's a whole.
Yeah. Nice.
We're gonna be set up.
You'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's really turned into, like, Justin Timberlake, you know, like
Yeah.
follow that track.
Because we usually so used to him being like 12.
Right.
And he's like 26.
But he like reinvented himself the way that like, you know, JT went from NSYNC to now like all the girls wanted to fuck him and all the guys wanted to be like him. That's kind of like Bieber's follow that
He's
track.
in that path. I like it.
Did a good job. Yeah. I'm fired up for our next guest here on In the Zone because this man does it all. He's a producer, an engineer, a keyboardist, a musician. He's been with Machine Gun Kelly and the crew from the very beginning, from day one, all the way to the #1 album, Tickets to My Downfall. But most importantly, he is a Clevelander here in Los Angeles. SlimXX, what is up, my man?
What's up? How
you doing? Thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Well, first talk about that. I mean, you guys got a #1 album right now, and you think about the journey. What is it like to be here? Obviously, you've had so many successes along the way, but a #1 album. What does that feel like when you get the news that like, oh, people are digging this new sound?
It's kind of crazy being in the game for like almost 10 years, and like, you know, we've had successful albums. But this Ticket to My Downfall, the first week numbers, I would say almost tripled what we did in the last. Like, we always do good. We always have like a top 5 album, like every time we release.
Yeah.
But this album was like the #1. But when we knew that, and we released it during the pandemic.
Right.
So it was like, usually we have to like release an album and then you got to like tour and you got to do all this. So we didn't have to do any of that. So we were just at home right here.
Right.
And we were just in the house making music, and we put it out, and everybody was like, "Oh," because it was a new sound for us, so we didn't know
what new sound.
We didn't know how it was gonna take it, but I just know
Right.
Kels, MGK was just like, "No, I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy." I was like, I never even did pop punk, but like, let's go.
But it's crazy that it did come out during a pandemic, the time when everyone was shut in, and people are resonating. But like, was it hard not being able to be out there and seeing that and feeling that?
Yeah. It was super hard because the first thing, I mean, you make the music to play live,
right?
So it's like, you know what I mean? If you can't play it live, it's, you know, and so. But when we first got our chances to go out, and we went hard.
Well, your 2021 has been crazy. I mean, it starts with like New Year's Rockin' Eve in Times Square. You guys like ring it in and perform there.
It's like we was just. Can I say this? It's like we was waiting to bust a load. It was like
you can say anything.
We did.
You can say that.
We did. We did the New Year's Eve show in Times Square. We did Saturday Night Live.
I know.
We were going.
You played the NFL draft in your hometown of Cleveland.
In my hometown, Cleveland. Like we went full throttle. Any late night show you could think of.
Yeah.
We did it.
And you're about to start a nationwide tour as well. I mean, with this album, I mean, it's been incredible. Like you said, you were waiting to bust your nut, but it's been crazy. What has been some of the highlights of 2021 riding off the success of Tickets to My Downfall and seeing the reaction from the fans?
I think the main, the thing that I enjoy most is being able to, because I had to get brought into the pop punk world. So I like to see the change of the fans' reactions when they are used to one thing, but they love us so much that they're like, okay, well, forget it. We'll rock with this too.
Yeah.
And like, oh, it's actually good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like everybody's like, oh, and, you know, of course people were like, what's this? Can you just go back to rapping? Right. But it's like, bro, like you can't sit back and just do what everybody tells you to do. Like, it's like in basketball, right? It's like, if you 7 feet, like if you don't learn how to shoot the three, you might be out of a job soon. Like, so you gotta keep, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I want to talk about here on In the Zone, what does it mean for you to get in the zone? We talk about sports all the time, and athletes, they describe that flow state when they're just like, they're in a rhythm, they feel like they can't miss, and everything slows down. For a musician, a producer, what is it like for you to get in the zone? Can you describe what that feeling is like when you're flowing and everything else slows down around you?
When I'm in the zone, I'll go through like my studio process. I'll go in the studio. I'll play music that I'm not even going to create, just some different type of music. It has to be clean when I go in. If it's messy, I'm not gonna. Like, I'll clean the whole studio before I even start working.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about wipe it, everything. Like,
oh wow.
Because you go in there from the night before, it's like
right.
backwoods and
yeah.
empty beer cans
Rappers
and tequila.
Yeah.
You got to open the door because it smells. So.
Man, making an album sounds like fun. Sounds like a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. But my zone is just, just good energy, good vibes. Like, I want to feel the people's reaction in the room. I don't like when non-music people come in and they're like, you should change that. And you like, I got you, but never, you know what I mean?
Right,
but I like to just vibe, man. As long as the energy's good and long as people are having a good time and, being supportive, because at the end of the day we're just in there just trying to knock out one goal, and that's what everybody's here for. So we vibe. I like having people in the studio. I like kicking it. But some days I'm like, I want to work by myself.
Have you discovered tactics to like how to stay in the zone once you're in that flow state, or how to get in it? Maybe for a writer, sometimes people get writer's block, but like, have you developed anything to be like, no, I got to bring it right now. I'm about to take the stage in front of hundreds of thousands of people. But I got to get there. What do you do to get there?
I mean, during like concerts and stuff like that, it's pretty easy. Cause like you drove in from the next city on the tour bus, you wake up, and everything is like, we're at a level now where like everything's set up. Like I don't have to do anything during the day.
Right.
Like I'm just like, we got a whole crew of people that set everything, everything. So I just show up to the concert. But before then we kick it in the back. I'm in the studio, making beats, or I'm just, each city got like different people in it. So you having a good time. As far as getting nervous, I get nervous every once in a while. But like, bro, I've done like 20 tours. Like
that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you're a vet now.
I get nervous at like small stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
So this right now?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, come on, get a little nervous.
I'm nervous. Yeah. I'm nervous. Help me.
That's right. Well, you're there now. It feels like you were like on top of the world, #1 album. You've done 20 tours, but I want to take it back to the beginning. This is a segment we call Rewind, where I've got some clips that I want to show you, and I want to get your reaction to them, kind of the behind-the-scenes stories of what was really going on. All right. So here, we'll roll it. We'll roll this first one back to the beginning.
Okay, let's see.
Oh. So we just hanging in the middle ground, ready for whatever boy don't mistake it. Man, I'm from Cleveland, bet they know what we claim. Cause we violent, suffer free, and EST is the gang. Boy, what? Oh my God, we on MTV, son.
So, what was that? What was happening in that clip?
So that's funny. So we were actually, me and Kels, we ended up getting evicted out of our 1-bedroom apartment. So we were living with my manager that we've only known for a month or 2 months. She's like, her name's Ashley, little white college girl.
Right.
Like and we're like from the hood, like about to move into her mom's basement.
Oh, wow.
And, we had been getting our buzz around Cleveland or whatever or something like that. And that was the first time we seen ourselves like on actual TV. Look you see how old that TV was?
Yeah.
It was like the old
big ass TV in the back, right? Yeah.
Like that was the first TV. Like that was our first time seeing ourselves on TV. Like that. I'll always remember that moment though.
Yeah.
Because I remember we like damn near couldn't even sleep the night before. We like, I think it's coming on. I think it's coming on today. I think, and it's not like we didn't have like the internet wasn't as prominent as it was.
Right.
You kind of had to like sit there and wait.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It was not on demand. You had to wait for this moment.
I had a hardwired cable line. Like just the one line. Just, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no cable box with the guide. It was just, so it was cool.
When you look back at that, obviously, Kel's first time on TV and you guys there together, witnessing this, putting that together, and see how far you've come and where you're at today. Like, how does it make you feel? Because there's a long journey in between that moment and where you're at.
It's so crazy because like we always in our group text, I go on Facebook every once in a while because like my mom's on there.
You're right. Yeah, everyone's mom's on Facebook. That's why we're
so
on,
I'm like, I want to go creep on my mom and see what she's doing, like posting pictures of her at like, I don't know, FedEx or something. Like You know what I mean? Like, so.
Wow, your mom's at FedEx?
I don't know what my mom's
right.
always doing like some. I don't know. Like my mom's great though. Like,
Yeah.
You know, single parent, 7 kids. Like my mom's awesome.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But seeing that, it's like I know what it takes to get to a specific point in life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We always. That's the one thing about me and my brothers. We keep each other like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We always, we never forget, like, yo, you were once this type of person.
Yeah.
You know, my team is so strong. It's like we all have each other. Like, I feel like if I didn't have a family, this was my family. Like, it's kind of like God's gift, you know what I mean? So it's like we're a very tight group of people. Everybody that's been working with us from the beginning is still working with us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
it's incredible. I mean, I've experienced that, getting to know you and a lot of the crew, Bays and Rook and Kells and Ashley.
Yeah.
You guys have been together like from the beginning and really grown up together.
Like that clip, like that's Ashley's house.
Right.
In Mayfield Heights.
Right.
So
well, we got another clip for you too. Let's check this one out. There's another throwback. And I want to know what's going on here.
That's the basement. That's Dub. Yeah. Juice in my lap.
Juice in my lap. Where's that? Juice in my lap. In the lap. Juice in my lap. In the lap. Juice in my lap. In the lap. Ride back. Cadillac. Shades on. Riding on. Gucci Mane. Come home. Early on. They come. Finger man. Did I just not explain?
I know. Why you saying?
Gucci Mane.
Look, he's in jail. You want him to come home. Just got it?
Gucci Mane. Original barbecue sauce. Do what you do. Sauce. All type of barbecue sauce. Man, how you know I'm gonna say that, man? We like to say you all right with me. You all right with me. I just be chillin', Jack. I be chillin', Jack. Let's go.
That's so good. That's so good. So what was going on there?
Man, I don't know, man. I feel we would recite. We always used to have like these like movie clips and all this type of stuff that we just used to recite and we just remember them and like it'll be like the part of the movie like no one cares about. But we'll take that part and like keep saying it back because it's just funny to us. And I don't know. I think we just started like having our first little bit of liquor. You know,
right?
We probably had a couple drinks.
I feel like I was in that basement in Cleveland too. I've got the same type of memories, same like stucco ceiling, like having the red solo cup, doing that.
Yeah, it was that last part was Kid Cudi was just coming out too. He's like, I be chillin', Jack.
Yeah.
So we just used to always just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Say old Kid Cudi lines because he had like a funny voice coming out.
Exactly. Well, how did you first meet Colson, Machine Gun Kelly? How did you guys first connect and kind of start this journey together?
Man, you're making me feel old.
I know. Well, we are. It happens fast. We're getting old. We're getting up there, man.
I'm aging, man. Like wine, you know?
I know. You don't have to tell me the math as to when it was.
Nah, I ain't gonna do the math because I don't want people guessing my age. But look, I was so I always did like a little music in the city, and you know, I was never good at it. But you know, my brother Dub was doing music, and I went to an art school for like 2 years. Ended up getting kicked out academic wise. You know, I kind of had like a rough childhood growing up, so like I moved a lot, and like you know, my mom was single parent with 7 kids, so it's like I couldn't maintain that, and like you know, it was kind of hard.
It's a lot.
So and then I basically was playing basketball. I started you know getting into basketball play, and then one morning I just woke up and I was like, I don't want to go run hills at 5 a.m. Like I don't want to run track. I'm gonna do something else. Why everybody's like at studios? I'm like, all right, I'm at practice, and by the time I'm done with practice, it's like my mom's like, it's 9 o'clock. Where are you? Like, So I would come home, and then my cousin went to school with Colson, and I always seen Colson around, you know, just doing like little showcases because he was always rapping before me.
Sure.
And my cousin was like, man, you gotta mess with this white boy, man. He go to my school. He's a Shaker. My cousin went to Shaker too.
That's where I went. Yeah,
like Shaker Heights.
Shaker Heights.
Y'all gotta link up, bro. Y'all gotta da 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 da. I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. Like, sure, let's come to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Came to the studio. We did like one song, and then the song was like kind of viral. This is like when YouTube was like,
yeah.
I think YouTube came out in like 2008. Like YouTube was not that old.
No,
like
yeah,
it's
for
not
sure.
really like
Yeah.
a 20-year-old.
It feels like it's been around forever, but right.
Like, that's when YouTube was like getting popping, and like before the word viral was a word.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we did like this song which sucked, and I'm never gonna say the name of this song because you might put
Someone
it in
will
the
find
clip.
it. It might be the next clip. No.
Please don't. Please don't let it be the next clip. Long story short, he comes to the studio, we do the song, and we just started just hanging, like just hanging out. It went from like my cousin knowing him to like me and Colson just hanging out just every day, like whether it was like, just riding around. The thing about Kels is like he's a hustler, so he always like he was viral before viral. Like if you look at some of these clips, they're in like 2009,
Right.
2010, like that's when the internet was like when people started vlogging.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
So he will always record everything, like, and I always be like, bro, like, why are you just recording it? But I always thought we would just record shit.
Yeah.
Oh, can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought we could.
You already blew your load, bro.
Yeah. I thought we was just recording shit and just to watch it back the
Right,
later
right.
night or the next day. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But like now I look back and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we did a couple songs, did a couple festivals, went around, and then like a month after I met him, he's like, man, my dad's kicking me out. He's trying to get an apartment together. I'm like, oh, I'm 17 years old. Like, what am I gonna do with an apartment?
Right.
I'm like, I don't even have like, how are we even gonna prove that we have income to this apartment?
Right.
I'm like, sure, because I had a little side job. You
Yeah.
know? I never sold drugs or anything like that. But like, I had a hustle.
Sure.
So I was like, cool, I'm just gonna take a loan.
Yeah.
From some of my good friends, and I'm just gonna work it off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work it off until I pay them back. Paid double the amount of the rent.
Wow.
Didn't show any proof of anything.
Yeah.
And we ended up living together in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Crazy.
And then from there on, we just kept building and working.
Building your friendship and your musical career.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard you say that like when you started, you were just learning. You weren't that good, but you put in your time.
Yeah,
and
I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, well, I just knew what he should have. I was like, you can rap, but like, let's make songs. Like, you know, like let's put some.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. I do have another clip because you talked a little bit about the whole crew and how you guys have really formed, going from obviously just the two of you and Colson rapping, but then really forming a band and a group and a movement with EST and everything. So check this out. It's another, not quite as old, but it's still back in the day.
All right.
Yeah.
We all from Cleveland.
Oh my.
And I'm gonna tell you how we all met. Me and Kels grew up together. He's from my hometown, Toledo. I met this dude off YouTube.
I always know
Brother.
this guy.
Yeah, always knew him. Always knew this dude, and we all from the same. We all from the same side of town, and then we all just started playing as a band together. And that's how it all happened. Cool.
It's crazy. But I mean, I see that. It really feels like you guys are more than a band, more than a group. I mean, it's like you're brothers, you know?
Yeah, we are. That clip's so funny because we always laugh about that clip because this guy was just like, I want to interview the band. I have to interview the band.
Right.
And like this after the show, so like I'm just drunk talking like, oh, always known this guy. This guy's from here. This guy's from here. So yeah, that I hate that clip.
Yeah, good. I want to make you cringe a little bit, you know, find some of that.
That's a good clip. I'm surprised you found that.
Man, we do a little research here and in the zone. We get in the zone, you know, for sure. You've obviously now, I mean, you've come out with multiple albums. You got a #1 album, but which of all your albums that you guys have put out together has meant the most to you? I'm curious, is it even maybe like Lace Up when it really first started popping? You know, it's kind of like an NBA player, like which championship means the most to you? It's hard to say because they all mean something different, but is there one that's like the most special to you?
To me, I think, okay, so my most special album was probably the General Admission album. I think that was the second one. General Admission album. It's just because like it's the preparation and the stuff that we went through to get it done. Like we went in, we had to meet a timeline and like we got it done in like, you know, a shorter period of time. But like even if you go back and listen to it, like it's very poetic, the storytelling in there, you know, like that's how we, you know, got to where we are, was like people were relating to us, you know.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it's just a great album, like from start to finish. And then my other one would be probably take it to my downfall.
Yeah.
Just because it's like you did something new and you executed it well.
Was that scary? I mean, totally changing your sound. You found something before Machine Gun Kelly, the whole group, all you guys, that was resonating and working, and to pivot away from that and try something new, it's got to be a scary thing at first, right?
Yeah, it is scary, but like, you know, we follow the leader, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not a dictatorship. It's not like one person like, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
This is how it's going. It's more so like, all right, guys, I want to do this. Are we riding or are we not riding?
Right. Yeah.
Yes, we are riding.
And is that like a meeting? Do you guys like have that like actual talk? Yeah.
Like, yo, okay, let's hear it. You know, all right, cool. And we went into the label meeting, and we went into the meeting, and we already had the album done. So it was like they couldn't really like,
oh wow, right.
You know what I mean? And we did it without any of their like
without their notes,
like their budgets or their notes or anything. So we just kind of just already just did it and had it done, and we played it, and they were like, "This is amazing."
Wow.
So-
Wow. Was there a moment of like, were you confident going into a meeting like that, you know, when they're going to hear it for the first time? Or is there a moment of like, I hope they fucking like this?
It's kind of both though.
Yeah.
But you can't like, you know, it's like being in the army. We all got to be strong. You can't like,
Right.
If we're going, we're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just it is what it is.
For
So
sure.
You always know how those butterflies. Cause you like, wait, we're on the. I hate to use this term, the urban side, but like, what are they gonna think? Because we didn't sign to them as this, but like, yeah, man, Snoop did a reggae album. No one
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, clearly numbers don't lie, and the response, you know, is proven
so
that
everybody's. I'll tell you one thing. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
On both sides.
For sure. It's going pretty well right now. Well, music is something that is in your DNA. I mean, this is like in your family. You grew up in a musical family, and it's a part of you. And I just want to show a clip of your late great uncle.
Oh,
performing.
dang.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Unc. Kirk Franklin, the legend. Yeah. Uncle's a legend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sick.
So your uncle, for those who don't know, Rance Allen, a gospel legend, a minister from Toledo, came up as the lead singer of the Rance Allen group. And I know he passed away this past October, but talk a little bit about the impact he made on your life. And I mean, look at where you are today in the music world.
Yeah, I mean, so the three guys on stage, the one to the far right, that's my mom's dad.
Wow.
Who's still here.
Yeah.
It's my mom's dad, which is my grandpa. And then that's his brother, which is my uncle.
Wow.
So they've been doing music for like 30 years. They like signed like a record deal like late 70s or something like that with like Stax. And they kind of always wanted them to do like Motown type like R&B like you know soul, but my uncle was like, nah, I'm doing this and I'm gonna do this type of music, but I'm gonna add my gospel into it. And so my uncle was a pastor at the church. And so I always just had access to instruments. I was just always around live music. Like, so, you know, if I wanted to go play the drums, I can go play the drums. If I want to go play the piano, I can go play the piano. If I want to pick up a guitar, I can pick up a guitar.
It's amazing.
And so they always were just like, you know, doing music, rehearsing in the basement, going to the studio with them as, you know, younger people. But like my uncle, he was just like, his voice was like one of the most powerful voices in gospel music. And, you know, it was very sad to see him leave at such an early age during a pandemic where like, a lot of people couldn't attend the funeral.
Couldn't get together and celebrate his life.
Yeah. So
from watching a lot of clips, I mean, he's an incredible voice, an amazing presence on stage.
Yeah.
Did he give you a lot of advice as you got more and more into your musical career?
I wouldn't say he gave me a lot of advice because, you know, I had a relationship with him, but, you know, I left very early.
Sure.
You know, so I will only come back and see him at like, you know, family, you know, gatherings and stuff like that. But he will always be like, yo, I'm proud of you, you know, keep keep the last name alive and you know keep doing your thing and stuff like that. And my grandpa, which is his oldest brother, will always, you know, spread the love and, you know, tell me like, yo, you know, your Uncle Rance, he's very proud of you, you know. Like,
That's amazing.
He's excited that you're doing this. I'm glad that you're like keeping this alive. We needed somebody to keep the name.
How does that make you feel when they say that to you, that you are keeping the Allen name alive?
It makes me feel great, man, because it's so many people in life that don't have that chance to even like get something handed down to them and be like, yo, now it makes me feel like I need to leave something for somebody else to, you know, hopefully like somebody will continue after me to, you know.
For sure, for sure. That's amazing. Well, I'm glad that you decided to pursue music and not basketball. But I know that you were.
We still got a hoop.
We got a hoop. I know you were a basketball player. You know, tell me a little bit about your basketball playing days. You know, back. I
was
in
okay.
Cleveland. You're all right. I mean, you got the height.
I was okay. I was just one of those kids that was like, I grew like 6 inches in a year, and everybody was like, "Oh, you need to play basketball."
Right.
And I was like, okay. And so I played like a couple like CYO leagues, like a couple Catholic leagues, a couple like rec leagues, and you know.
Were you the big man? Were you the?
Yeah, I was a big man because I was young. So you know, and I was tall with a big head. So it was like I was taller than everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'm glad that you decided to give up your basketball career and go into music.
It's probably for the best.
I mean, you never know. You could be balling in the NBA right now.
I'm cool. I like the money, but
yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah. All basketball players want to be rock stars.
They want to hang with us anyway.
Exactly. So
it's too much work. Man.
You got it figured out. You
Yeah.
made the right choice. You made the choice.
82 games.
But we're going to play a little game because I know you're a big NBA fan called Association Word Association. You know word association games? Like, I don't even want you to think. I want the first thing that comes to your mind. I'm going to crack open a pack of NBA Hoops 2020, 2021 cards. 8 cards in here. We'll see what we get. You never know what's going to happen. But the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a player,
got you.
You give me your response. Here we go. Here's the pack. We got first from the Charlotte Hornets, PJ Washington.
Role player, solid guy, compliments Lamelo, very good. I like PJ Tucker.
Okay, all right. PJ Washington too. PJ
Oh,
Tucker,
PJ
I like it.
Washington,
But
I'm
I like
sorry.
him too.
PJ
Whatever.
Washington,
You got a lot of
sorry,
PJ.
sorry, PJ. I like you. I like your game. Your game's nice. I like you.
All right, how about this guy, Clint Capella? Just say it. You already had a thought. You got to say it. What? First thing.
I like them on the Rockets more.
Yeah, but now what? What were you really about to say? Wow, so political. You were holding back. What are you worried? Clint Capella's boys are gonna like
Clint's
come
gonna
at
DM me like, "Hey man, see your interview, bro."
Yeah, what was Clint Capella gonna say? You better bring it on this next one because you had some beef with Clint Capella.
Nah, I don't got no beef.
Oh man, I'm starting the beef. All right, how about Buddy Hield?
3. Big teeth.
That's true. Both those things are true. Yeah, that's right. All right, Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh, that's my Italian guy right there. Yeah. We missed you in the playoffs. We missed you, man.
Yeah, man.
I love Dante.
NBA champ.
I love NBA champ.
And college champ. How about
College
that game in
champ,
Villanova?
too.
He went
College
off
champ.
the championship.
I rock with the Italian mobster.
Okay, I like that. Oh, this is a nice card. This is a rookie remembers a piece of his jersey in this.
Is that,
Matisse Thybulle.
Matisse Thybulle.
Yeah, what do you think about him? We got his jersey in there.
Oh, lockdown
Lockdown
defender.
You want to feel the jersey? There you go.
Lockdown defender. He's going to be in the league a long time.
That's right. Great defender.
Yeah, he can shoot the 3. I like him.
Yeah, Australian. All right, that's a nice
He's
card.
Australia?
Yeah, he's playing for Team Australia.
Do Philly just draft Australians?
They must got. I think they've got an Australia scout down there. It's just like on the beach, Bondi Beach, and he's chilling. He's like,
at least he can make free throws.
Yeah. Ooh, man. Yeah. Shots fired. That's right. All right. How about this next guy? Antetokounmpo. That is Giannis right there.
It's so many things you can say about this guy.
I know.
Man, the Greek Freak is like, bro, I'm so happy for him. Man. Everybody just doubted him so much, man. And he just came in and we watched that game. You've seen what he did. There was no way he was not walking out there without the Larry O'Brien.
He would not let them lose the NBA Finals.
Legend, future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
One of the best of my generation he will take over the NBA when LeBron leaves.
I mean, he's already 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP.
He's going to be the new
All-Star MVP.
face.
Yeah.
He's the new face.
And I think he's won people over with his personality off the court too, you know,
Honestly, that's what drew me into him more. The power of media.
Right.
I was like, yo, this dude is actually funny. Like his English is so bad that his tweets are so bad. They're poorly written. Like, I love it. He's hilarious.
I know. He's great. All right. The next one is Robert Woodard II. That might be a tough one because...
This is why it's tough.
Yeah. Tell me.
Who the fuck watches Sacramento basketball?
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, man. They got the longest streak not being in the playoffs in the NBA.
Not being on TV in the NBA.
That too. Yeah.
They haven't had an ESPN game.
It's been a long time.
A TNT game. A FS1 game.
No respect. I know. No
Sorry,
respect.
dude. I don't know you.
Last card, and this is a good one. A rookie card. Lamelo Ball rookie right there. This is a valuable card, too.
That is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm about to put this
Yeah,
away.
right.
Well, what you got to say about LaMelo?
The new face of the new age of style playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the best. I don't think he's the best, like, player with the best movement, but I think his IQ as well. I think his shooting as well. I think that he's going to learn. I think that he's a part of the new age of kids that are, like, coming up as YouTube sensations.
Yeah.
But he's also backing it up because, you know, I got so much respect for LeVar Ball and what he's done with his children.
I mean, yeah, he was criticized for a long time, but you can't look
I
at the
have
results.
so much respect for that, especially by, you know, him loving his kids. You know, he's probably an asshole on TV or whatever.
Right.
But like I have respect for that kid right there.
He got it done. He came in with a lot of hype and a lot of doubters.
I always said he was going to be the best one though.
Yeah.
I said he's going to be the best one because he's got the new age of basketball.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm excited to see how his career progresses, what he can do. It's always like when you watch him play, you don't know what's going to happen. It's like a highlight is ready to come at any moment.
Yeah, and he got this stupid form, so it's like
right.
pisses me off every time he shoots. Yeah, I like him though. He's good.
Well, you are a huge Cleveland sports fan growing up in Cleveland and Ohio, and I just want to know some of your memories from that 2016 championship run because you, Kells, Machine Gun Kelly, everyone, like you felt like ambassadors of the city of Cleveland and a part of that team. What did that run and that ride mean like you, and maybe share a couple memories from that?
That ride was crazy, man, because we always were a big part of the Cavaliers organization. We would do like halftime shows, and you know, I was like with, you know, Cavs organization on text, like, hey, I need tickets, like, you know, like without Kells, you know, and I would be, you know, so we always had a good relationship. You know, I remember, you know, even during the NBA finals, like them giving us credentials. And during the NBA finals, I went to one game in Golden State. It was one of the 3 games that we had lost.
Oh man.
And I was pissed because Oakland fans aren't nice.
No, I was there for Game 7, which was a better one to be at because Oakland fans aren't nice, but it was nice seeing them
shut up.
Yeah. And I mean, as a Cleveland sports fan, like I didn't know what this feeling was. Winning, it was unreal.
I was like, what?
I know.
I went to that game. It's like it's like you stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. People talking shit, and that arena was terribly built too.
Oh,
it
horrible.
Was the Oracle Arena was the worst arena I've ever been.
It was like
ceilings,
but it got loud in there because of that.
I had like a pretty decent seat, but like I had like a ceiling, like it was just weirdly oddly built and like wood up the top. There was like I was used to being in the queue where it's like you know how the queue is. It's like
is great.
There's like no
fire coming out of the scoreboard.
There's no in between like. Show I don't know, like do a hot dog contest. I don't know, like do a sack race or something. It's just like
nothing.
Nothing. Like strictly basketball.
You want a sack race?
I don't know. Like what do they do at halftime shows?
Right.
I don't know. Like but yeah, that was actually pretty fun. But I watched Game 7 at Barley House in Cleveland.
Oh, amazing. Well, also, weren't you there for the big party the Cavs celebrating after the fact,
we had our own float.
Yep.
We had our own float. It was decked out.
I was back there. The parade that day was just nuts.
It was wild, insane. Right? We had a float. It was decked out. We were performing all through there.
That's incredible.
Which was supposed to be like an hour fucking trip that turned out to like
3-4 hours of like a whole day. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we're not doing this song again. We just did it 18 times. Like,
right.
just play the song, man. I'm hot too.
Yeah.
Like, we drinking and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
But I mean, how cool is that though to be like you've been rocking with Cleveland forever, back in
love
Ohio.
Cleveland.
I know, and they win for the first time, and there you are in the championship parade. You got your own float. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
it was insane.
That's
man.
nuts,
It
man.
was. I had a blast. I was glad because it's probably not gonna happen for another 50 years.
I mean, hey, the Browns. The Browns.
The Browns. Shout out to all my homies on the Cleveland Browns, man.
right.
We got a pretty deep squad.
We got a squad, so there's hope. It might not be 50
I like our
years.
draft picks.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
did good on defense. We should have we came defense. So
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. Our secondary, was a little, but we back.
We're back. We're good. We good.
Denzel Ward, just be healthy.
Yeah, I know. The Cavs might take some time. That's like a rebuilding situation.
Ain't
But
it
the
kind of
Browns-
crazy that like since we don't win, like how mellow it is now. Like,
It's very mellow.
you
Yeah,
know,
I know.
you
Well,
know.
we got spoiled. I mean, even I started dating my now wife, Caitlin, and the Cavs were in the finals 4 years in a row. She was like, again, another finals. You're going to another NBA finals. I'm like, you don't get it.
yeah.
This is not
This
what it is
might not
like.
happen.
It's not like she thought at that point. It's like, oh, it's every year. You're gonna be in the finals next year. No. This is not how
the Lakers or
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you know what I mean. Like,
But to be there 4 years in a row, we got spoiled, and now
we
it's
got
like
spoiled.
back
Now it's
to
like,
it. Yeah, right.
It's like,
I know.
We gotta.
All right, another thing we like to do here on In the Zone, you know that I collect a lot of things. I collect cards, I collect sneakers, jerseys, T-shirts, all sorts of stuff. I want to know, Slim, what do you collect? It's like, our version of show and tell, first grade
Yeah.
show and tell. What'd you bring to share with the class?
So what I collect is okay. I don't know if this thing is alive or dead. I collect like random vintage. You ever go on like Instagram and like you see? I follow a lot of music pages and like
Yeah.
people like post shit and they're like, "This is the new thing. You need to try it out." So I like to collect vintage old keyboards and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Like so at my house,
We have a very different Instagram feed. but
yeah, very. Our
Yeah,
algorithm is totally different.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly.
So basically, this is an OP1
Mhm.
keyboard. It's gonna run you about $1,500. It's kind of
Yeah?
expensive. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it picks up radio frequencies and like turns them into like different synths and different synthesizers and stuff like that.
Dope.
But yeah, it's an OP1. Holler at me, the makers of this, because I paid for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's pretty dope.
Cool. And this is, I mean, do you use this? Things like
I
this?
was, yeah.
Yeah.
But like in music, a lot of stuff is just like you would use this stuff for like, I have all these keyboards, but like each keyboard does like one or two things.
Right.
And it's like I have thousands of dollars in keyboards. Like
Yeah.
see, with musical equipment is like they don't lose value
Right.
because after a certain amount of time, people, the companies, they stop making them.
And then if people need that sound or need that effect,
You got to go buy it
right
from
right.
like a used person, but it maintains the value. If not, it goes up.
So you got a little collection of these.
I got a collection of all types of like 80s keyboard synths and
Yeah.
all types of stuff, man. But like this one's cool. I wish I remembered how to actually work this one because I just
Right.
charged it today.
Yeah.
And it just came on. But like,
Oh wow.
yeah, man,
I
it
see
does
that
a lot
with
of
the lights.
stuff.
Oh.
Oh, somebody was working on something. See if I can get it to play. Yeah. Yeah, so like you can like sequence and make all types of beats and all this stuff in here. So yeah, I gotta remember how to work it, but
That's
yeah, it's
dope.
a pretty
That's
dope
cool.
piece.
Well, let me see this. All right, I like that. All right.
It's called an OP1.
OP1.
Yeah.
OP1 Kenobi.
It's
okay.
legit.
I like it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for bringing that, man. I like
course,
that.
man.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, the last thing we do here on In the Zone is give you an opportunity to pay homage to someone who helped pave the way for your success. We're two Ohio guys here, and a great Ohio company that I've been rocking with since day one is Homage. They're all about storytelling and about paying homage. So now it's your turn to pay homage to someone, whether a friend, a family member. It could be someone you know, someone you're close to, or someone you've never met, just inspired you from afar. But Slim, who do you want to pay homage to?
I want to pay homage to some of my biggest inspirations in music that I grew up on was like the Temptations.
Mm-hmm.
They made me find a love for music. They
Yeah.
made me find a love for the journey. They showed me what the journey was. They showed me the trials and the tribulations, which I've also been through on my side. But the good thing about us is that it kind of showed me how to stick together versus breaking up. This guy's on this drug. This guy's on this drug. So it showed me how to be humble. I also want to pay homage to Pharrell Williams. I want to pay homage to Kanye West.
Yeah.
I want to pay homage to Dr. Dre. I want to pay homage to, you said homage to one person.
Yeah, I mean, you just let him have it.
I want to pay homage to Kels because he showed me the way. And Swiss Beats, DMX, all these people were people like of inspiration in my life that, you know, mainly like a lot of those like Pharrell, it was like one of my people that like I would hear and I would be like, dang man, like none of his beats sound like nobody else's beats, but all his beats work.
Yeah.
But they don't sound like anybody else's beats.
Yeah.
And they work. So yeah, paying homage to those guys. I love those guys.
I like that, man. Well, I want to pay homage to you. It's been great getting to know you over the last year or so and seeing your music, listening to your music from afar as a fan. But the one thing that I'm blown away by, getting to know you, Slim, but also the whole crew, Baze, Rook, Kells, everyone, is that you guys are down to earth. You're still just like the guy from Cleveland.
For sure.
No matter how big you get or how successful you are, you stay humble and you keep it tight. You're family, you know. And I appreciate you coming on here. And because, you know, I collect a lot of stuff and we talk about that, we got some limited edition Slim in the zone trading cards right there. So limited edition, we only made 5 of these. You get one, you're going to autograph the rest. We're going to put it up on our wall of fame with all the rest of them, and then we're going to give some of our fans and followers a chance to win some autographed copies of these cards as well, too.
Y'all are official in here. For us to be neighbors, and, you know, this I got a pretty cool neighbor, guys. Do they know we're neighbors?
We're neighbors.
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
And I was actually late, and I lived 32 steps away.
He counted 32 steps away. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't worry. I built in the buffer for B. I knew. It was
so it's all good. Thanks for having me, man.
When you're a rock star, you know, it's rock star padding.
I said that too. I was like, you know, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah. I was planning on it. Yeah, exactly.
I was laying down until I text you.
Yeah. Late, but always on time, too.
Always on time.
Always
We're
bring
good.
it.
We're good,
you always
man,
bring it.
For sure.
All right, Slim.
Yo,
appreciate it, man. Cleveland, always.
Cleveland in the building, man. Let's go.
All right. Cool.